Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese the Psych PA, and this is my channel where I talk about medicine, lifestyle, and travel. And today we're going to be discussing the psychiatry H&P. So if you're interested in this, keep watching. So it's definitely not my job to teach you how to do a psychiatry H&P. I'm gonna just clear that up right here. You're gonna learn that in school, so it's not my job to go through step by step each part of the H&P and all that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna give you 3 tips that I found since practicing is really important in implementing in the H&P. And there are probably some things that you already know. It could be some things that you never thought about. Who knows? So let's get into it. So tip number 1, no matter what the disability is, no matter what the presentation is, you always want to make sure you treat each patient with respect. And even if they're a non-verbal autistic child, like low on the spectrum, you still want to look at them, give them eye contact even if they're not giving it to you, and you talk to them even if the parent or the guardian or whoever is talking for them. I think that is the utmost respect and the best way to try to make a rapport with your patient, whether they're non-verbal, verbal, whether they have a functional disability, neurological disability, it doesn't matter. To me, that's how I treat all of my patients, with the utmost respect. Make sure I'm talking loud and clear where they can hear me, make sure I'm making eye contact, I'm smiling, I'm asking the question to them, even if they're not, again, the one to be answering it. I still give them that respect because I just feel like that's important. Tip number 2, you never want to come across as arrogant to your patients. You always want to make sure you provide them with as much information as possible, and you also provide them with your thought process. Like, why are you considering putting them on that medicine? What do you know about it that they don't know? What are the outcomes? Give them all the information that you can give them to help them make the decision for them. Now, like I said, psychiatry is its own entity. Like in family medicine, you'll be telling them, okay, I'm going to put you on clindamycin, or I'm going to put you on erythromycin, I'm going to put you on Bactrim, because for certain bugs, we know that certain antibiotics treat certain bugs. But in psychiatry, it's almost as if we have so many antidepressants. They all do the same thing essentially. All of them tend to work just a tad bit differently. All of them seem to have the same side effects, but some of them have other things that go on with them. I mean, they are all the same, but essentially are all different at the same time. So you just provide the patient with your thought process, with your reasoning, with the education, psychopharmacology education, and you let them be able to tell you which one sounds better. Or if you don't really have another option and that's why you really want them to be on them, tell them why. Like, explain it to them, and maybe they'll be more likely to be able to say, okay, well, they told me all this information and she feels strongly that it's going to help me, maybe I'll give it a try. So you never want to be a dictator, always be an educator, and like, love your patient from that standpoint. Provide that education, because they might not know. They might just know somebody who tried that medicine and it didn't work for them. And you also have to stress that what works or what didn't work for somebody else might work for you or might not work for you. Everybody's different, so you have to get that point across as well in psychiatry. And tip number 3, which has helped me tremendously in practice, especially with moms that come in with kids that's been on multiple ADHD medicines and nothing seems to work, and vice versa for any other disorder. They are scared because, number 1, that's their baby, but you also as a provider have to let them know, hey, I'm not here to zombify your child. I'm not here to put them on 1,200 milligrams of something. I'm here to start low, go slow. I'm here to titrate to effect. I'm here to listen to what you guys have to say and what the issues are. I'll give you options, and then ultimately I'll let you make the decision off of whatever options that I give. But it's best to let them know that you're not, every time you see them, you're not going to be changing medicines unless it's absolutely necessary. And if it is, then I'll make sure I do my best to explain my thought process and my reasoning for doing so. Like, let them feel at ease, because by the time they get to you, I'm telling you, they have seen so many other providers, and I mean, Lord knows there's some awesome providers in the field, but everybody has different experiences, and you just want to make sure when they're with you, that experience is completely different. Like, you can't cure people You can't save everybody, but your job is to just put them at ease and let them know that being with you and seeing you is going to be different. And that has tended to help me. That has worked for me. So those were my tips for psychiatry H&P that I have found to be helpful since I've been in practice. And until next time, guys, if this video has been helpful, if you enjoy my content, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear more about your background or your take on this video and how you deemed it helpful. Until next time, guys, take care.